Two legendary warriors stand above the rest, their names echoing through the ages. From the emerald hills of ancient Ireland, the Hound of Ulster, Chulainn. From the heights of Mount Olympus, the mighty demigod, the hero of the 12 labors, Heracles. Today, these two titans of myth clash in an epic showdown like no other. If you love epic stories and legendary heroes or gods, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss an adventure. Now let me ask you, who do you think will be the winner in this clash of legends? Let us know in the comments below. Chulainn versus Heracles. The ultimate battle starts now. Chulainn, originally named Setanta, was the son of the god Lugh and Deichtine, sister of King Conchobar Macnessa of Ulster. His divine heritage and noble birth foretold a life of extraordinary feats and unmatched prowess. From a young age, Setanta exhibited remarkable strength and courage. His journey to becoming Chulainn began with a fateful encounter at the home of the blacksmith Chulainn. After slaying Chulainn's ferocious guard dog in self-defense, Setanta offered to take its place until a replacement could be raised, earning him the name Chulainn, or Hound of Chulainn. As Chulainn grew, so did his legendary status. His greatest power was the ríastrad, a battle frenzy that transformed him into an unstoppable force. In this state, his body contorted, his muscles bulged, and his strength became superhuman, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. One of Chulainn's most famous feats was the defense of Ulster during the cattle raid of Cooley. Despite being gravely outnumbered, he single-handedly held off the forces of Queen Medb of Connaught. His use of the Gae Bolg, a deadly spear given to him by his martial mentor Scathach, became legendary. The spear, once thrown, would unleash multiple barbs upon impact, ensuring a lethal strike. Another riveting tale is his encounter with his own son, Connla. Unknowingly fighting his offspring, Chulainn's tragic victory added to the hero's mythos, highlighting the intertwined fates of glory and sorrow in his life. But even the mightiest of heroes must face their end. Chulainn's death was as dramatic as his life. Foreseeing his demise, he faced his enemies with unyielding courage. Fatally wounded, he tied himself to a standing stone so he could die on his feet, facing his foes. Even in death, his enemies feared to approach until a raven, symbol of the Morrigan, goddess of death and fate, landed on his shoulder, confirming his passing. Heracles, known to the Romans as Hercules, was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal woman of exceptional beauty and virtue. Even as a baby, Heracles demonstrated incredible strength. One of his first feats was strangling two serpents sent by Hera to kill him in his crib. This early display of power was a mere prelude to the legendary labors. Heracles grew into a towering figure of unmatched strength and courage. His most famous exploits are known as the 12 Labors, a series of seemingly impossible tasks assigned to him by King Eurystheus. First, the Nemean Lion. Heracles was tasked with slaying this invulnerable beast, terrorizing the region of Nemea. Using his immense strength, he strangled the lion to death, then skinned it with its own claws, wearing the pelt as an indestructible cloak. Next, the Lernaean Hydra. This monstrous serpent had multiple heads, and when one was cut off, two more would grow in its place. Heracles, with the help of his nephew Iolaus, used fire to cauterize the necks after decapitating each head, ultimately defeating the beast. One of the most ingenious feats was cleaning the Augean stables. These stables, housing thousands of cattle, hadn't been cleaned in years. Heracles rerouted 2 rivers to wash out the filth in a single day, demonstrating his wit and resourcefulness. He also captured the fearsome Erymanthian boar alive, subdued the Stymphalian birds with his bow and arrows, and tamed the man-eating mares of Diomedes. In a quest for immortality, Heracles obtained the golden apples of the Hesperides by holding up the heavens for Atlas, and finally, Heracles descended into the underworld to bring back Cerberus, the three-headed guard dog, showcasing his unparalleled bravery and strength. But Heracles' heroism extended beyond the 12 labors. He joined the Argonauts in their quest for the Golden Fleece, fought in numerous battles, and achieved countless other feats. However, his life was not without tragedy. Deceived by the centaur Nessus and driven to madness by Hera, Heracles ultimately met his end in a pyre, but his mortal suffering was rewarded with immortality among the gods on Mount Olympus. Now, let's see who will win this fight. Chulainn charges with his Gae Bolg, unleashing his ríastrad. His body contorts, muscles bulge, and his eyes blaze with fury. Heracles, undeterred, raises his club and relies on the indestructible lion's skin to shield him from Chulainn's frenzied attacks. The Nemean Lion's armor proves impenetrable, blocking the savage blows. Also, Heracles, having defeated the Stymphalian birds with his bow and arrows, uses his proficiency with ranged weapons to keep Chulainn at bay. Each arrow finds its mark, forcing Chulainn to stay at a distance, and mitigating the threat of his close-quarters onslaught. Remember, this is just my perspective on an epic clash between two legendary figures, but though both warriors possess incredible strength and divine heritage, Heracles' combination of raw power, cunning, and experience in battling supernatural enemies secures his victory. This clash of titans showcases the might of both heroes, but in this theoretical battle, Heracles emerges as the victor. If you enjoyed this mythological showdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more legendary battles. Until next time, let the stories of old continue to captivate and inspire.